have my leg up here and I keep like adjusting things. I could be reading the Vedas or the New York Times to you, giving you the most truth, telling you to invest your money with me, but if I'm fidgeting, it doesn't matter what's coming out of my mouth, because women are always feeling you. They're feeling where your awareness is in her.
Watch out for that. The mic, I mean.
And how much you're willing to be sensitive to her heart and body. So, thank you for... Did I answer your question?
That was very interesting. This is some interesting stuff, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Some far out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me more about, I'm interested in maybe having you share a little bit. I talked to the guys about getting in touch with their purpose or their path.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I've gotten a lot of this kind of, I don't know what my purpose or path is. Maybe you could talk a little, because they're introduced to the concept now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody kind of gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're starting to understand what it's like to be a woman being around a guy who's on his path and purpose. Can you tell them a little bit more about how to get in touch with that if they're feeling around for that?
Feel your death imminent. If this is the last evening we were all going to have together, we're all going to die. This is our last night. I know there'll be bets on who's going to have sex with me, but this is our last night. We're all going to die. What is actually important to you? The fastest way for me and what I've seen working with men of getting in touch with purpose is, what do you have to do before you die? Or what do you have to do every day in your life to feel like you're actually living? If you know that, if you know, I need to do workshops, or I need to promote a new form of healthcare, or I need to have children, but you know that, this is what I have to do before I die, then everything in your life can line up with that, including the women that you're around. You're going on a date, you're feeling, is this the woman that I want in my life to inspire me consistently to do my mission? Is this the woman that feels like she's going to offer me the most love, sensitivity, sexiness, whatever it is that you want that inspires you on that purpose, on your mission? Do all of you have good men friends in your life? I'm curious, can you raise your hands if you feel like you have 2 solid male friends that you would trust with all of your money? That's great. Do you have men friends that you would trust to pick out your dates for you? Would you trust them to pick out your wife? Fewer hands. Okay. Now that you're in a little more feeling space now, are there any questions in particular that you would like answered from me? I'm a woman. I've been doing this for 6 years. So, yes.
Stand up. Please stand up and take a mic.
Hi. Hello?
Hello.
Could you repeat the statement that you made, there we go, about loving and feeling her heart, and that, like, there were 2 things that you mentioned that were just extremely important. It was if you could interact with women in a way where you feel their heart and love who they are and think that they're beautiful, that whole thing I just needed again.
So even right now, standing there, feel my heart. So you can do that just by breathing. You may wonder, what is it to actually feel a woman's heart? And you're probably better at it than you think. So just from the exercise we did, you're more open. If you're breathing, the front surface of your body's open. You can feel my heart. Feel the part of me that only wants to be seen as love, that only wants to be love in the world. Because that is the essential feminine heart. The feminine only wants to be and be seen as love light. So you're feeling the part of me that is love and that is light, that actually has a feminine body and wants to be seen in the world. Like how much attention I paid to paid to every detail of my outfit. It's like I wanted to be seen in the world as light. So you're feeling that part of my heart. And the practice is to continue feeling that part of me, seeing me as light, in the midst of me talking about my mother. My mother's name is Sally. Mom, I love you. And whatever random information we could be talking about on a date or in the world, or maybe we're doing business together, but all women want this. Your mothers want this. All women want to be seen as love and seen as light. And the hardest time to do that is when you're bored, when she's angry, when she's irritating you, you're not interested at all in this woman. But to the degree that you're willing to feel that in a woman, you will evoke more radiance, more beauty out of her. You'll have a much better time in your dating with women all the time.
So do it through thought process and changing your body language, through bringing your awareness towards that part of her.
Yeah, bringing your awareness towards my heart. You have a certain level of bodily openness so you can feel that. With you in particular, it's being more congruent with your body and being really clear with women in your life, like knowing actually what all of your relationships are with every woman. So, do you know what your purpose is?
Yes.
What is it? Are you willing to share with us?
Sure. Ultimately, I think it's finding a way to heal and touch people on a day-to-day basis. Right now, I'm working through owning my own business and being a choreographer and dancer and sort of healing people through, body awareness and
So what was
movement.
the first sentence? The first part of that?
Healing.
Your purpose is to heal.
Mm-hmm. There's a direction that my life will eventually take where I will be healing more and more people on a daily basis. That's what's in here.
Yeah, I'd get it down to one sentence. My purpose is to heal. Does that? Can we play with you?
Play it.
Since you're up. Does that feel true to everyone else here? I'm just curious. Does that feel like you two guys? Does that feel right? Like, does he feel right on? For him, it's not everyone's purpose. God knows. For him, it feels true. So you feel right on. It's like you have reflection. It's like your purpose is to heal. So every woman in your life, whenever you're interacting with women, you should know, why is she in front of you? If you're talking to her, how does she fit in with your purpose to heal?
That's a big aha.
Yeah. Because if you don't know that, if you don't know why this woman is in front of you, it's like, oh, I have girlfriends, this girl's my friend, we do this together. All women will feel that. To the degree that you know why this woman is in front of you and how she supports your purpose, that's the degree that she'll trust you and want to devote her whole life to you and inspiring you in whatever you're up to.
I want to add to that a little bit. One of the things I've said is, don't accept second-class behavior from yourself or others. Increase your standards, draw boundaries, become a whole person first, and then you can become whole with others. And I think it's interesting that, one of my hearing of what Amber's saying is that if you don't understand why a woman is in your life, if she doesn't fit your purpose, then you're not being in integrity with yourself. You with me? If you would kind of sell out just to hang out with a woman just because you want to get laid, for instance, you might be accepting second-class behavior from yourself. I have a question.
Certainly.
One of the things that I shared was in a conversation that I heard with Ken and David, where they were talking about feminine energy and life energy. And the quote, and I shared it with the group, is that your relationship to the world is your relationship to feminine energy.
Absolutely.
And so if you're distracted by feminine energy, then you're distracted by the world. If you're distracted by the world, you're distracted by feminine energy, and that women can feel that. Can you talk a little more about that concept? Because I think that's a very important one.
Let's say you have a woman, she's your girlfriend. I know we're talking about dating, but she's actually your girlfriend. I'm interested usually in the steps after dating, when there's a level of commitment. And you love her, you've chosen her in your life, so she must be a good woman, at least a decent woman. But she's been really moody lately. Something's going on. She's just nagging you about things, and